Sports betting brother, and hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, and I'm a sports betting market analyst with OddsJam.com, where we teach you how to bet like a pro using all the tools, all the resources at OddsJam to help you make money mathematically. And today's topic or question we're going to cover is how to bet on player props. How do you approach and how do you attack player props to be profitable? There's a lot of opportunity, a lot of great ways to make money, and we're going to show you that next. All right, guys, here we go into identifying player props and player prop bets. And obviously, the first place I'm going to start is the positive expected value page here at the OddsJam site. And as we scroll through here, this is Wednesday morning in Denver. So, typically early in the morning, you don't see as much as you might be. You can see some opportunities pop up here. And of course, this is always one of the first pages you'll look at for all kinds of things. Now, I'm going to take a little bit different perspective on using this information to help you identify player props as well. So you can see another player prop here, things like that. But what I'll do is I'll take a look at kind of the storyline of what we're seeing, maybe some value, maybe some plays on the whole game. So let's just use this one as an example. See Clippers, Utah, first quarter money line. It's saying, Clippers might not be a bad value here at the plus 160. So, another one, again, you see point spread Clippers, 9.5. So what that's telling me is maybe some of the Clippers players might be some value relative to if they're going to perform and play well and be in the game and seemingly be covering the spread, and also maybe win that first quarter money line. This is sort of telling me a story that maybe I want to look at some Clippers players and look at some value. So what I can do there is go on over to the NBA and pull up the Clippers game to identify some player prop opportunities. And again, this is sort of doing a little detective work, right? You're doing a little detective work to see if the storyline that the odds makers are putting together is kind of making sense. So you can see here's the money line, getting some good value at plus 240 over at Superbook. So again, that's something to consider. You kind of look at the overall point spread, see where the value is. Maybe if it's leaning towards the Clippers, you might want to consider some Clippers players. And what you can do is also look at the totals. The totals are going to tell you if you're anticipating and seeing indications based on the markets that's a higher scoring game. You can look at playing some of the overs and some of the player props. Okay, so it's matching up with the story of what the odds makers are giving you. So if you got a high scoring game and you're anticipating a high scoring total and over, you might consider some of the overs and some of the player props. So again, you can pop over to the player props markets, and maybe you're going to take a look at the points, rebounds, and assists. And again, if it's sort of following the data, you're using the data to your advantage to help you identify some opportunities. Okay, so you're seeing some of the early information here on some of the markets and what that provides. So that's sort of a tip that I think is very helpful out of the gate to help you in your search and your hunt for finding player props. Okay, guys, another direction you can take is to pop over to the arbitrage page. And this is a kind of a hidden gem, because what you're going to do is you're going to be able to find potentially some value here in different bets that will pop up. And you can see I found one earlier here with the Joel Embiid minus 115 at DraftKings. You get that at minus 164 with the OddsJam perfect line. And so you scroll down here, good opportunity, right? Here's a player prop that we'll open this up and take a look at. As you can see here, OddsJam's got this at a minus 164. Average odds are minus 129. I think this is a really good one to hit hard, because you've got everybody else well above this minus 115. So it seems like a great opportunity here to hit the over 44.5. So that's how you would identify and find some good bets over in the arbitrage page. And, again, you can see another one here, Bradley Beal, over 22.5 at Superbook. You got a minus 152 at OddsJam perfect line. And again, a lot of other books are the 120, 125, 137. So again, this would be a great play. Bradley Beal over 22.5. So wow, two gems. Just stumbled upon them, easy peasy. Go make some cash. All right, guys. Again, just kind of skimming down through the arbitrage page at OddsJam. And again, you can pick these off left and right. You can see here OddsJam perfect line here has the Drew Holiday over 1.5 player made threes. Again, you're just able to see the value, see the information, see the data right in front of you. And this is a great place to look for some player props throughout the entire. Here you go. There's another one. Rebounds under 5.5 at PointsBet. They're all over the place. So use this to your advantage. This is a great tool. It's sort of a I'm going to say hidden gem. It's just that I think most people will probably go to the positive EV page, which again is obviously very, very good. That's what it's there for. You can do the settings and the filters to set these up however you like. And again, as I do always, you can go to a particular game, do a little bit of homework, and be a little bit of a detective to, again, sort of follow the storyline. If they're looking at a higher scoring game like these 230s, versus a lower scoring game down in the 210s, you want to use that information, and consider the matchups and consider, is the story making sense of what, you're trying to be sold from the odds makers, and then use that information to kind of piece this together with all the data at OddsJam. So hopefully this is going to help you start to develop some patterns and some methods on how you can identify some really good player prop bets going forward. All right, guys, there you go. There's sort of my take on how to identify player prop bets and use the tools at OddsJam, whether it's the arbitrage page, a positive EV page, and certainly using the tools and the clues of all the data that OddsJam provides on determining what direction a game may go, using some of the information to identify some opportunities there. And again, if you haven't had a chance to get the 7-day free trial, make sure you do so. We'll have the links below. And as always, let's go make some mathematical money.